Hello, dear friends. God is within you. You don't need to go into a building to meet your Creator and have some wisecracking priest pretend he's holier than you, says Bennett Ross. Opinion piece. Horizons of greatness, incoming energy, collective awakening, fall of shadows, storms of conflict, solar codes and waves. Acceleration begins. The veil is lifting. Unprecedented moment. On the brink of an evolutionary leap. Let's start. The Big Country, or Horizons of Greatness in other languages, is a classic film by William Wyler that changed Western cinema in 1958 and gave it a new focus, starring Gregory Peck and Charlton Heston. Dot. The expression refers to the ambition, greatness, and challenges presented in the plot, where honor, courage, and the fight to maintain integrity in a hostile environment are explored. Greatness means elevation of spirit and moral excellence. That is nobility, magnanimity, and generosity, which would be the opposite of meanness. On the verge of greatness means being at the threshold of point close to achieving excellence, plenitude, or maximum potential. It implies being close to achieving something significant, transcendent, or of great importance, representing a state prior to achieving greatness in its entirety. To achieve greatness in daily life is essential to focus on key aspects that foster human potential and face difficulties as opportunities to grow. Create value in everything you do. Stop wanting to foresee everything and trust the process. Recognize and live from your resources and strengths. Stay motivated. Have clear goals and be disciplined. And believe in your ability to achieve your goals and overcome limiting beliefs. A positive attitude, perseverance, self knowledge, and self confidence are pillars to achieve greatness. Predictions. Without the doubt, we find ourselves in an unprecedented moment in the history of humankind. The energies flooding the earth are expanding rapidly, heralding great changes for humankind and the planet. Ancient prophecies speak of a coming change, a transition to higher consciousness and dimensional consciousness. We are on the verge of a great evolutionary leap for humanity, according to Aurora Ray. Much of the talk in spiritual circles centers on a surge of incoming energy from the central sun of this galaxy. This solar transmission carries highly advanced frequencies and codes designed to accelerate the awakening of humanity. Codes activate latent potentials within us. As more light is integrated, our perception of reality expands. We gradually gain access to higher dimensions of consciousness that resonate with love, unity, and peace. This phase shift into 5D facilitates contact with advanced galactic civilizations that wish to assist in Earth's transition. We are on the verge of reunification with entities known as stellar families, who are our celestial relatives from distant systems. It is an exciting prospect that promises to deepen our understanding of our cosmic roots and explore new frontiers. As we move forward, we will learn from each other and discover the wonders of the universe as a united cosmic community. Acceleration. Many celestial alignments, astrological markers, and geophysical changes have corresponded with an influx of high energy toward Earth. Although the final breakthrough has not yet occurred, this year 2024 has already brought substantial waves and solar codes intended to accelerate preparations. The acceleration has begun. Our collective awakening is getting closer. As humanity awakens to its higher potential, a sense of unity spreads throughout the world, transcending borders and differences. We journey into a new chapter of exploration and growth, guided by the wisdom of our cosmic allies. With each passing day, our connection with the universe deepens and the possibilities of collective evolution expand beyond our dreams. It is a time of great transformation, where love and light pave the way to a new era of enlightenment and harmony. Motherships. According to Aurora Ray, the motherships feature cutting edge technology to help humans shift from 3D to 5D. Using sound, light, crystals, and sacred geometry, they activate and erase limiting beliefs. Humanity will soon reclaim its sovereignty as full members of the galactic community, living, learning, and traveling among the stars as peaceful galactic citizens. The motherships contain extensive education and training facilities designed to help humans develop their innate abilities and talents. There are programs focused on expanding human consciousness, awakening psychic and intuitive senses, and gaining a deeper understanding of the nature of reality. Economy. Mysterious rise in the price of gold alarm analysts. The price of gold has skyrocketed 7% in recent weeks, reaching historical highs on around $2,195 per ounce. It advances 5.5% in March and 12% in 12 months. Few expected such a development of events. The cause would be a mix of central banks, geopolitical fear, and speculation. Economists explain why fewer and fewer people want to store gold. They say the number of countries willing to keep their gold reserves in the West is rapidly declining due to the loss of confidence caused by the freezing of Russian assets and attempts to confiscate them, economists say. Wall Street closes in red, impatient for the Fed. Stocks fall for second week as inflation data clouds bets on rate cuts. The Fed withdraws an emergency financing crutch that became too popular at the worst possible time for small banks. Robert Kiyosaki predicts the biggest bubble in history. Bad news hits bonds, technology companies, and banks during the week, while the price of copper and crude oils explodes. Bitcoin reduces losses after falling nearly 10%. Bitcoin's success could be its downfall. It faces a liquidity crisis on the sell side, says an analyst. Bernie Sanders introduces a bill to reduce the week for 4 days. Germany, France, and Poland accelerate the delivery of weapons to Ukraine in the midst of the economic crisis. 63% of Spanish households have difficulties making ends meet. Curious. Another monolith appeared on a hill in Wales overnight. The veil is being lifted so that the underworld that has run the planet can be seen. How is the self-destruction of culture caused? In 1984, a KGB defector outlined the 4 stages necessary to cause the psychological implosion of a society. Muslims will be the majority in Swedish cities in just a generation, says a Pakistani-born theologian. The Earth hides enormous reserves of water in its crust, according to scientists. Archaeologists in Iraq discovered a temple of the Persian fertility goddess Anahita. Military found Anunnaki skeletons and a very old book in Afghanistan in 2017. The missing fall of the extraordinary statue of Ramses II is unearthed in Egypt. A mischievous humanoid robot controlled by artificial intelligence touches a journalist's butt. The euphoria of electric vehicles is dead. Automakers are scaling back or delaying their electric car plans. Bezos funds fake meat technology as people push to restore global food supply chain. Reflections by Bennett Ross. Conflict weather storms. Battles are fought and won for spiritual reasons, where reality is reshaped. Invoking our spiritual authority allows us to rise above the limitations set by malevolent spirits. Doing so restores health and harmony as you move from blocking to moving forward, testifies to the profound impact of divine intervention. The dark side is attempting to impose its agenda in response to the slow build-up of an electrical expanded atmosphere and the collective shift towards higher consciousness. They are hitting us with pessimistic scenarios to keep our frequency low. Embrace your multidimensional essence. The organic timeline doesn't want you enslaved. We are energetic beings that fell to a lower state. If you are capable of committing atrocious acts towards other life forms, then you are not going to get out of this reality. They just keep you in a purgatory. Depending on the frequency you have, you could land in an alternative reality. We focus on survival rather than the arts and creative endeavor. Free energy technology has been abolished. There is a world government behind the scenes, but the 15 ruling families of the world will not be able to continue. They realize that their end time is approaching and disparate attacks increase. You are a projection into a physical reality. Non-physical is your natural form. You have forgotten who you really are. You can remember who you are in the process of expansion and creation. Time is a side effect of your consciousness. As you create a new future, you also create a new past. You have to be the frequency of something to attract it. Be the vibration of what you prefer. Your passion is the driving force that moves you forward. Animals are not unthinkable automatons, as Abrahams says. Animals are not driven solely by instinct, by as atheism says. Animals are not lesser beings, as Platonism says. Paganism knows that animals are much more than they seem. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.